Hello, everybody. Welcome to Virtual College Exploration for Illinois students, sponsored by the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling, powered by StriveScan. I want to welcome all of our participants and remind you how to ask questions. Please use the Q&A button to type your questions to the presenters at any time. Your camera and your microphone are off. You're muted. Your video is off. We cannot see or hear you, so communicate with the question and answer button. Sign up for more sessions. At last count, there were 370 some sessions in this event. You can get to those sessions at IACAC.org. All sessions are recorded and will be available after the session. So please go to IACAC.org and take a look at all the offerings that we have for our Illinois students. Without further ado, I want to welcome our presenters from the University of Wisconsin System Regional Universities.
All right. Thank you so much. And if you're able, okay, perfect. There we go. I will share my screen so we can see our presentation and get things started. Right from the get-go, again, this is an overview of the University of Wisconsin System. This is not all of the institutions within the UW system, but certainly an overview of a variety of them. And so you're going to hear from us all individually, an introduction, really unique information to each campus. So take some notes, sit and hang tight, ask questions throughout with that awesome Q&A function, but we will get things started now.
Welcome everyone. My name is Jackie Navarez and I'm the out-of-state student admissions counselor at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. So a little bit about us. We are a mid-sized university located in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. You'll see that graphic there will give you a pretty good idea of where we are in Northwest Wisconsin. So we're closer to Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're about 5 hours or 315 miles from Chicago. Some popular programs I wanted to point out to you all are listed there, including our nursing program, which is a very rigorous competitive program that we are pretty well known for within the system and the state of Wisconsin. We have a lot of great local connections, including with the Marshfield Clinic and Mayo Clinic nearby that allow for great experiences for these students, as well as for our students that are interested in pre-professional health programs, which you guys know as pre-med, pre-athletic training, and so on. We have a great research alliance with the Mayo Clinic Health System, which allows our students to collaborate with Mayo Clinic and faculty members to perform research. Second, there are unique programs. One I wanted to point out is our social diversity certificate. It's not a major or minor, but a great thing to add on to your studies, especially right now in this moment. We really want to kind of explore equity, diversity, and inclusion as we always do on our campus. We're always learning and continuing our education. So this is a great place to start. And a lot of accolades to show for that as well. We are the #1 school in Wisconsin for LGBTQ+ students, and we're top 25 in the country. And we just recently established a Center for Racial and Restorative Justice. So again, that education is continuing and really a priority at Eau Claire. Finally, there you'll see paying for college. Some things to consider. We are part of the Midwest Student Exchange Program, so that's a tuition discount that includes Illinois residents. The only exception to that is our nursing majors. Second, there are scholarships. We do have a $2,000 automatic out-of-state student scholarship for students if they are eligible. Eligibility is a 25 ACT or 1200 SAT minimum and at the top 25% of your class. But we are also test optional for fall 2021. We understand if you can't take the ACT or SAT, we will also consider you for scholarships based off of a 3.75 unweighted GPA. And then there as well, jobs. We do have more than 3,500 part-time campus jobs right at Eau Claire. So really great way to offset some of those costs. There are anything from dining services to working in offices and departments across campus, including admissions. So wanted to close out by encouraging you to visit Wisconsin's most beautiful campus. You can go on our website, uwec.edu/visit. You'll see it there on the bottom, and you can explore our visit options. We do have both virtual and in-person options. including some virtual options that explore some of our more popular and unique programs. So you can speak directly with departments and staff in those offices and departments. And we also have Saturday visits coming up. So I know for you guys, maybe a bit of a trip. So definitely encourage you to come on by when you can. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Megan. I am the admissions counselor at UW Green Bay that works with out-of-state students. So I'm going to talk a little bit about your Northeast Wisconsin option here, our UW Green Bay campuses. We actually have 4 campuses that make up our university. So certainly we have our largest campus, our main campus in Green Bay, but we do also have campuses in Marinette, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan. All 4 of these campuses are going to offer opportunities for anywhere from an associate's degree to a bachelor's degree, and then our Green Bay campus does offer master's level as well as the doctoral level program. The 200 different majors, minors, emphasis, and certificates that you see up there are across all of our different campuses. So we have a lot of different options for our students to choose from as far as programs that you are interested in. One of the things that I'm going to talk about, you can see a lot of the different information about our academics and activities. Some of the things that make us unique are what we call our 4 T's. Yes, you heard me, T like the letter T. So our first T is going to be our teachers. So our teachers are really what make UW Green Bay great. You'll see our class size breakdown at the bottom there. We do have over half of our classes that are less than 20 students. So this really allows our students to get some of that individualized attention from the faculty members that have the real experience in the field. So we see a lot of our students are able to get internships, job shadows, research opportunities, all kinds of things, both on campus and within the community because of these small class sizes and the individual attention from all of those teachers. We do have a 98% post-grad success rate that we do think comes from this individualized attention to really make sure that our students get what they need out of their education. Our second T is for trees. So we also have a beautiful campus set up in the Green Bay area as well as the Marinette, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan locations along the coast of Lake Michigan and the Bay of Green Bay. So we do on our Green Bay campus have a 290-acre arboretum. So this provides our students with miles of hiking and walking, biking trails, all of that, and we own all of the land up to the Bay of Green Bay. So if water is your thing, we have a water science major. We have a lot of students that are both enjoying the nature around our campus as well as using it as a living lab. Our third T is actually for tunnels. So our tunnels actually connect all of our academic buildings. So knowing all of us up here in the Midwest, we do love our winter. We do have it for a lot of the year. So our tunnels are an awesome thing for our students to enjoy so they maybe don't have to brave the cold as often. So again, that connects all of our academic buildings. Don't worry, they're not dark and scary. They're really just the first floor of every building being connected by a nice long hallway. So that's that. Third T is tunnels, and you might laugh, but the fourth T is actually for toilets. So one thing that UW Green Bay is known for is that we do have private bathrooms and showers in every single room. Yes, that includes your dorm room, so you only have to share your bathroom with your direct roommates. So this goes for both our residence halls as well as our apartments on campus. So every student gets to only share their bathroom and shower with 1 or 2 other students. So toilets are not a reason to choose a campus, but it certainly goes in the pro column. But I really encourage you, if you have more questions, definitely check out uwgb.edu/explore for all of our different visit options and all of our virtual visits as well as on-campus visits.
Hi, everyone. My name is Garrett Silker, and I am with the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. We are a liberal arts university. One of the things that I really want to talk to you about today is how UW-La Crosse separates itself from the other UW system campuses. One of the things that's great about earning an undergraduate degree at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse is La Crosse, Wisconsin is a college town. There's 3 universities in our city, including ourselves. So a lot of the things going on in and around the city of La Crosse are really geared towards that college student audience. Main thing about our student population on campus is that we're predominantly an undergraduate university. We have around 10,500 students on campus. About 9,700 of that is going to be undergraduate students. So students just like yourselves, right out of high school, earning your first undergraduate degree. One thing that's really nice about coming to UWL from non-resident, like from the state of Illinois, is that you're not alone. You have students from 42 different states, students from 43 different countries coming to our university all the time. So it's really easy to be able to meet people, make friends, and engage in all of your classes at UWL. As part of the programming that we offer at UWL, we have around 101 undergraduate programs on campus. We're a liberal arts university, so we have a lot of the same degrees as a lot of the other UW system schools, but we also have some really unique programs that not every single university is going to be able to offer. We have 30 graduate level programs, including our physician's assistant program and athletic training program, amongst many others, predominantly in the healthcare field. 2 doctoral programs that we offer on campus, including our world-renowned physical therapy program. We have great relationships with Gunderson Lutheran Hospital in the city of La Crosse, as well as the Mayo Clinic, which there's a branch of right in La Crosse, Wisconsin, but the main branch of the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota is only 45 minutes away from the city of La Crosse. Some very unique programs that we're able to offer on program, one of them being our archaeology program. We are one of 2 universities in the entire Midwest and one of the few universities in the entire country that offers an archaeology program. Radiation therapy, which is very specific for students who want to go into studying cancer and cancer treatments. We have a great partnership with Gunderson Lutheran Hospital and their cancer research facility. So a number of our students and even some of our faculty and staff on campus are doing cancer research for that hospital in the city of La Crosse. Recreation management for students who maybe want to take part in leading their own recreation activities, maybe the Boys and Girls Club, maybe the Cub Scouts of America, things like that. You can major in how to manage those programs at UW-La Crosse. Nuclear medicine technology, step above maybe getting a technical degree in radiography, actually being able to read and perform a lot of those radiation intensive treatments going on in many hospitals. Another thing that really separates UW-La Crosse from a lot of other universities is our freshman to sophomore retention rate. Our freshman to sophomore retention rate, so students continuing at our university from the freshman to their sophomore year, is typically around 84%. The national average of students staying at their university that they start at going into their sophomore year is typically only 64, 65%. Students who come to UW-La Crosse, they receive a very high quality education and they really enjoy being there. So they stay there usually throughout the entire 4 years that they're going to college. Another thing that really separates UW-La Crosse from a lot of other schools in the Midwest is that UW-La Crosse was ranked the top comprehensive university in the UW system for the 19th consecutive year by US News and Report. Outside of UW-Madison, UW-La Crosse is second only in the UW system for the caliber of students that we're recruiting to our students. So if you want to apply to UW-La Crosse, please use the UW system application. If you want more information, please check us out at uwlax.edu.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mackenzie Kugel, and I am one of 2 Illinois admissions advisors from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. I work with new freshmen and transfer students at this university. So after today, if you have more questions, please come find me and we'll chat about UWM. In general, UW-Milwaukee is located in the city of Milwaukee, just 10 minutes north of downtown and 4 blocks from Lake Michigan. As a university, we are the only urban public university, so we have a unique atmosphere and sense of diversity on our campus that you won't find at any other university in the UW system. So our university is really great at interacting with the city, and we use a lot of different companies that directly recruit students from our university for internships, clinicals, student teaching opportunities, and a lot of other opportunities as well that you can only find usually in an urban area. One major thing about our university is we are an R1 research university. So we're doing the most amount of research that you could possibly do on a campus. And we really work our hardest to make sure that it's our mission to bring those research opportunities to undergraduate students. And when I say research too, don't just picture somebody in a white lab coat. We are doing research across all fields of study. And we have a huge emphasis on interdisciplinary collaboration. So you'll see a lot of pairings between programs that you might not have paired together, such as our biomedical engineering students working with our arts and design students to build prosthetics. That's just one small area that we're doing research in on campus, but it's definitely something to look forward to on our campus as you explore our options. We have a lot of majors that you can explore as well in terms of what you're looking to study. Some of our top majors here are listed on the screen. Most notably, our film program, we are ranked top 25 in the nation, and we are the only accredited architecture program in the state of Wisconsin. So lots going on. Some of our newest programs include a freshwater sciences major, environmental engineering, and School of Public Health, as well as a bachelor's in that School of Public Health. Some updates that I would like to point out for our fall 2021 applicants. We do have free applications through October 31st. So if you apply by then, your application will be free. And that's awesome because those can add up quickly if you're applying to multiple UW schools. Also, too, we are on a test run not required format for fall 2021. So you do not need to submit ACT or SAT scores. However, if you have had the chance to take them, we will still accept them. But we're going to look pretty heavily at that GPA and extracurricular activities and other things as well in that admissions review process. Lastly, we have a new scholarship program that we're really excited to be able to share, and that is our new Chancellor's Merit Scholarship. And this scholarship is going to be completely guaranteed based on GPA. So if you have a 3.4 or higher GPA, you will automatically qualify for a 4-year renewing scholarship from $500 to $1,500. So that's really awesome, helps cut down on the cost of college. And on that note too, as you heard from a few UW schools earlier, we are part of the MSEP program as well. So you'll see a bit of a discount then to that out-of-state cost, making that college a little bit more affordable as well. And last but not least, this is our first year on the Common Application. So we're pretty excited to be able to cater to students that are looking to apply to more schools out of state. So definitely take advantage of that. And as I said at the beginning, if you have questions after today, I am your go-to person on campus. Thank you.
Hey, Nicole, you're still muted.
Thank you, Amy. Sorry, everyone. My name is Nicole Ryan. I'm a regional admission advisor for the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. We are a mid-sized campus with about 7,600 students. It's a beautiful 400-acre campus in southwestern Wisconsin. We are less than 2 hours from Rockford, a little more than 3 hours from Chicago. You're not really having to go too far out of your home state of Illinois to get a great hands-on program. We do have 3 campuses altogether. We have our main campus in Platteville, and then we have two-year institutions that are in the Madison area, one in Baraboo-Sauk County and one in Richland Center, where you can earn your associate in arts and sciences. You can also earn associate degrees in business administration, food and agriculture, and even pre-engineering, and then transfer into whatever 4-year institution you want. We do have a nationally ranked engineering program with 7 different areas of engineering to choose from. Our newest emphasis being a biomedical emphasis within our mechanical engineering degree. Some of our newest programs at Platteville include cybersecurity, data science, and environmental science and conservation. We are one of only 2 schools in the Midwest that offer a Bachelor of Science in Forensic Investigation. Students can choose from one of 2 different tracks, a crime scene track or a laboratory track. And it's very hands-on at Platteville. We do have a crime scene house that's located next to our 400-acre farm. So sometimes an animal will die on the farm, they'll bury it at the crime scene house. We'll have students study decomposition, set up a mock crime scene. Inside the house, they're doing fingerprinting and crime scene photography. Again, very hands-on there. We are the only UW school to offer the Tri-State Initiative. So our friends in Illinois, as of this year, pay right around $20,000 a year for tuition, room, and board. And that tuition and fees does include a lot of great amenities, health and counseling services, textbook rental, access to our activity center, a lot of great things included in that. We're very proud of the fact that this is, we are number 4 in Wisconsin for our return on investment for our out-of-state students too. Our graduates really have a great track record for lining up jobs. In fact, 87% of our 2019 grads were placed either in grad school or in jobs within 6 months of graduating. So we're really happy about that. Some of our other top programs are listed there. We would love to have you come visit our campus. We are doing virtual and on-campus visits this fall, so please feel free to visit our website. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sienna Rose. I am the admissions counselor for the state of Illinois. I'm so excited to be here with you all today. So yeah, I want to just discuss a little bit about UW-Stevens Point, what's new, what we're doing really well, and then information about our application process and the next steps for you all in the next year or 2 years. A little bit of geographical information about UW-Stevens Point. We are located dead center in the state of Wisconsin. So it's around 3.5 hours from the city center of Chicago, around 2 hours and 45 minutes from Rockford, Illinois, and it's around 3 hours and 15 minutes from Galena. So a pretty nice drive. It's far enough away from home where you can get out on your own, but yet it's close enough where you can always, drive home for a weekend, for a birthday party, or just to get away from your studies and relax with family and friends. Our undergraduate enrollment is around 9,231 students, and this is spread out across 3 campuses. So like some of my sister campuses, we have 3 campuses that make up UW-Stevens Point. UW-Stevens Point main campus, located in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. UW-Stevens Point at Wausau, located in Wausau, Wisconsin, around 30 miles north of Stevens Point. And UW-Stevens Point at Marshfield. It's around 45 minutes just west of Stevens Point in Marshfield, Wisconsin. So we have several areas at Stevens Point. We do everything well at Stevens Point, but I always like to mention our top majors and top areas. Number 1 is natural resources. We are the natural resources school really in the United States. We have the largest college of natural resources in the entire North America. And it's not based on the number of students we have in that college, it's actually based on the number of programs that we have. It can range from forestry, it can range from fisheries and aquatic sciences, it can range all the way over to conservation law enforcement. If you have any passion of being a DNR game warden, we can always plan and prepare our students for careers in that area. Our second area we do incredibly well is in our School of Business and Economics. So in our School of Business and Economics, we have AACSB accreditation, which basically means we're in the top 20% of business schools in the United States and top 5% in the world. So we're very, very proud of that. And those majors can range from business administration, finance, management, marketing, so on and so forth. Our next area is our health sciences. And really we teach a variety of things in this area. It could be our nursing program is one. Another area that we're very proud of is our dietetics program. Another area is something more like healthcare administration. And we also hold pre-professional programs, the programs that will prep you to go on to med school, to optometry school, to pharmacy school. Our next area is education. We actually are ranked the number 2 best education school in the entire United States and number 1 in the entire the UW system. So we're very proud of that. And our last but not least is our performing arts area, little old Stevens Point, Wisconsin, in the center of the state. All of our departments, musical theater, dance, music performance, and art and design are all accredited by the top accrediting agencies across the board. And we're only one of 40 schools in the United States. Moving down over to the next steps area, we do offer a lot of unique programs, but I think this information is key. UW-Stevens Point is on the Common application and on the UW system application. And this year we are going test optional for SAT and ACT. If you have it, great. If you don't, that is okay too. We also are taking self-reported test scores and transcripts. So that's really great. And it smooths out and expedites that admissions process and that admission decision. We also have automatic scholarship consideration, and we do have merit-based scholarships with a priority deadline of November 15th. So very excited that you're joining us today. Thanks so much for listening.
Hey there, I'm Lacey Seafelt, freshman admissions counselor and Stout proud grad, and I'm very happy to be able to share a little more information about UW-Stout with you. UW-Stout is located in the beautiful historic town of Menominee, Wisconsin. As you can see here on the map, we're about 4 hours from the Illinois border. We're a mid-sized university, which allows a great community feel with class sizes around just 24 students and access to a lot of opportunity in that we have over 150 different clubs and organizations to participate in, around 50 different program majors. Stout offers the most unique programs in the UW system, with about half of our majors not offered at any of the other UW system schools. So some examples are our hotel, restaurant, and tourism program, our video game design and development program, interior design, real estate property management, packaging, and the list kind of goes on and on from there. Stout is unique in that we are the only polytechnic school in the state and one of only a handful in the Midwest. A polytechnic school has a particular emphasis on hands-on applied learning. So if you're someone who learns best by doing, then Stout would be a great fit for you, as we offer 3 times more labs than traditional lecture classes on our campus, which typically makes your education a bit more fun, right? So you get to actually work on real world projects. We offer programs in 6 career clusters as depicted on this graphic. All of them have a very linear path to a career with a great job market available to grads. In fact, our employment rate is consistently 97 to 98%. With last year's class being at a 98.8% of students that found jobs or continued on to grad school within 6 months after graduation. Stout really excels at preparing students for careers in their chosen field through a lot of different things, through our relationships with industry partners, through paid internships, through our mass career fair events on campus, and so on. Stout's tuition and fee rate includes a lot of things. You know, we have our eStout learning program, which means you get 2 laptops during your time at Stout with around $4,000 worth of software available to you, and you actually get to keep a device upon graduation. We also offer textbook rental included in tuition, so no need to buy your books. There's just a lot of value added to your tuition dollars at Stout. Which brings me to my final point, our scholarship guarantee program. That means if you have an SAT of 1100 or an ACT score of 22 plus and at least a 3.0 GPA, you'll automatically receive a scholarship from us. We have $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000 awards depending on your score and GPA. You don't need to apply for this scholarship. It's automatically awarded to you when you're admitted to Stout. So if you haven't gotten around to taking the SAT or ACT yet, no worries. You actually don't need to have an ACT score or SAT score on file to be admitted. We are test optional this year. So as long as you get a score to us by March 15th, we will still go ahead and award you that Blue Devil Scholarship Award. So that's really cool. Oh, and apply now. Our no app fee week starts today through October 12th. And you can do the UW System app or the Common app for our application as well. And that's all I have for you. Be sure to check out our campus visit options, both in person and virtual, at uwstout.edu/visit. Thanks so much.
All righty. It's finally my turn. You've been seeing my face pop up every now and again, but my name is Amy. I serve as a non-resident admissions counselor at UW-Whitewater. I use she, her pronouns, and I am also an Illinois native and a proud Warhawk alum. So I want to share a little bit of information with you about all of the great things happening in our Warhawk family. We are classified as a mid-size institution, so that comfort size between not knowing everybody but knowing the important people, like the students inside of your classroom, your professors who teach those classes. Additionally, we do have 2 campuses similar to other UW institutions. We have our main campus in Whitewater, Wisconsin, and we have our Rock County campus in Janesville, Wisconsin, about 45 miles west of Whitewater. We are a recognized NCAA Division III institution and a powerhouse at that for athletics. So if you're thinking of continuing your student athletic pursuit, we are certainly the institution for you. Additionally, as far as Warhawk recognition goes, we were recognized recently by the Colleges of Distinction. And what does that mean? We have been awarded for our exceptional teaching, our dedication to student success, our successful outcomes of our students, as well as our vibrant community throughout. Some unique features of campus: we were founded as a teachers college over 150 years ago, and actually still recommend the most teachers for licensure in the state of Wisconsin. Additionally, we have the largest college of business in the state of Wisconsin as well. Some unique programs that are seen throughout are things like marine biology, game development, social work, communication sciences and disorders, and so on. We were recently voted the safest college campus in the state of Wisconsin and voted the best value in the UW system. So there are certainly accolades that are shared throughout for our efforts on campus throughout the community and for a stretch of years. Additionally, our efforts to being an access institution is matched by efforts in our campus and our departments for all types of students coming to campus. And one of that population of students are students who maybe use academic or living accommodations throughout their academic career. And we were recently recognized of 17 of 50 best disability-friendly colleges and universities in the United States. So our efforts in our Center for Students with Disabilities are certainly matched well. We are recognized as a flagship campus in the state of Wisconsin for serving students who utilize those services. Some updates that I certainly want to provide as well. We are currently doing apply at no cost through October 31st too. So if you haven't yet, definitely an incentive to apply sooner rather than later and get all of that information submitted. We are also test optional for not only our applications for admission, but also our scholarship opportunities. This is big. I know that you guys missed out on the SAT in April, and we certainly want to be accommodating to that. So for our non-resident new freshman scholarships that range from $1,000 to $4,000, there's no SAT requirement, and those start at a 3.0 GPA. And we also participate in the Midwest Student Exchange Program. In order to be eligible for that, you have to have a minimum of a 3.85 unweighted GPA and a 4-point scale. So these are all of the great things as far as our Warhawk family goes. We are offering in-person tours at this time. So if you go to uww.edu/tour, certainly come and see all the great things that's happening on campus. But if I can ask the rest of my colleagues, panelists, to turn their videos on and join me again. Hello, everyone. We just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us today. We certainly encourage taking a screenshot, taking a picture. This is all of our contact information as we tried our best to push through all of this great information. The UW system as a whole is certainly a great choice for a college option, and I hope that you got all of the necessary information you were looking for our particular institutions. Right now, we are going to take to the Q&A to see if there's any general questions we can answer. Certainly don't hesitate to reach out to us individually as well. While we monitor the Q&A, I'm going to leave this up for just a few more minutes. Sienna, if there are any general Q&A, certainly go ahead and unmute and ask those questions, and we can certainly distribute that. Did we get any general questions?
No questions yet, no general questions yet, but I encourage all of our participants to just message us and we will answer them.
No problem. Well, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that we can see everybody's beautiful faces as I have put together some questions that I feel would benefit the entire group. So one of my questions that I thought, and not everybody has to answer. If everybody answers, that's totally fine. We have plenty of time. So why consider, as for a student, let's tell this to our students, why should they consider the UW system being from Illinois? Anybody want to chime in and give their best answer to why consider the UW system?
I would say, Amy, that is a great question. I would say that most of the campuses in the University of Wisconsin system are fairly close, especially for students in Northern Illinois. So you're really not having to go too far for some great programs. And I think we have a lot of diversity within our system in regards to population, size of campus, amazing, individual programs. So I think they have so much choice when it comes to UW system and where they want to live, what kind of campus they want to go to, and what they want to study.
Awesome. Thanks, Nicole. Anybody else want to chime in?
Definitely.
Amy, I'll chime in on that question too. I think when you evaluate just the cost aspect of the in-state schools down in Illinois with the cost of attending any one of our campuses in the state of Wisconsin, you're going to find that the cost to attend a UW system school is a fraction of the cost of a lot of your in-state schools down in Illinois. You have a wide range of degrees that we all were able to talk about. So really take your pick of the litter of what UW system school best matches the career goals, the aspirations that you have for your life. And there's a campus in the state of Wisconsin that can fulfill that need for you. And you're not leaving with that degree with a mountain of debt. You're leaving with very minimal student loans that you have to take out, unlike a lot of the in-state schools that you guys have down in Illinois.
We'll take one more answer for the why consider the UW system, and then I got one more question.
Cool, I'll hop in then. So as Nicole was saying, with the diversity of programs that we have, even if UW-Milwaukee isn't a good fit for you, you will be able to find your fit amongst the UW system just because of the fact that we have such a variance in programs, focuses, populations, and location.
Awesome. Also, we're a really good team all together. Okay, so my last question that I had, and I'm certainly curious to hear everybody's answers to this, but what advice would you have for a student searching for a college in a pandemic? This is certainly something that is new to everybody, high school counselors, admission counselors, and students alike. So I'm curious if anybody has cultivated that response to really assist these students through a really trying time.
Yeah, I'll jump in. That's definitely something I've been talking to students a lot about, particularly just not knowing whether campuses are offering in-person visits. I know in-person visits are a really great way to explore, but I think now more than ever, you're going to find the information you're looking for online from the comfort of your couch or wherever it is. So I really, really encourage students to check out those virtual visit options. I know all of us have some kind of virtual visit option available, but the other thing I always tell students is follow our social media. All of us have very robust social media presence, whether it's the admission page, which every one of us will tell you, please follow our admission pages, but also our general campus pages. They're a really fun way to not only get information about the campus, but don't miss deadlines, all of that. So we spend a lot of time to make sure our social media pages are up to date and giving you the information. I might be on the social media team, which is why I'm plugging this, but I really, really encourage you. And then when your parents are like, why are you always on social media? Then you can tell them that you're doing college research, so they can't tell you to get off. So that's my piece of advice.
I will give my piece of advice that I've been telling students, both who have visited campus. We are doing campus visits here at Stevens Point every single day, so sign on up. But one piece of advice is just call us. I know calling isn't a thing now, but call us because we're really all in this together. Both, everyone in the country, also all of us in our admissions offices, we are all just trying to be flexible, whether it's, having campus visits in person or online, or, different testing options. Are we requiring the ACT? Are we not? Are we, looking at high school transcripts differently, given this last spring semester being a little crazy? We're all in this together, and we are not judging, or if you're nervous about a grade, we understand. It's just don't be open to that communication with us and knowing what's up and expressing your concerns, because we often, like probably 95% of the time, have an answer. And then the other 5%, we're just going to call another office and find out the correct answer. So there's really no silly question. There's no dumb question. And we're all in this together. And our goal is to get through this and hopefully next fall, all back to normal and admitted into a UW system school.
Definitely on a fingers crossed there that everything goes back to somewhat normal. But I definitely think that part of my advice would be kind of a combination of the both, is telling us what you want, right? What you want to hear from us, what you want to know from us, what concerns you have, all of that. We're not always going to have the go-to answer every single time, but we're going to do our darndest to connect you with the person on our campuses that are going to give you that appropriate response. And so we are truly in this together. We're trying to make this the best experience we can for a college exploration. And we know what everybody's situation is right now. So we definitely are here for help. We've got about 5 minutes left. Oh, sorry, Garrett, I just saw you turn off your microphone. Were you gonna add something?
Yeah, I just want to add one quick thing. We've all had to make adjustments in our lives because of COVID. Students, you have to make adjustments on wearing your mask to high school, wearing your mask and using hand sanitizer when you visit college campuses. I think all of us in the UW system, we've also had to make adjustments to make the college search process and the college application process a little bit easier for you, the students. I think we've all mentioned we're all test optional universities. You can be admitted. Some of us, you can even qualify for scholarships without ever needing to send an ACT, SAT scores. All of us have lowered our application fees, if any application fees at all. We're all trying to make this whole search process and you finding your next home for the next 4 years as accessible and easy as possible. So just know that we're all here to help you out and help you make the best choice for whatever your future holds.
I thought of a question, the last question for 4 minutes. I'm not a Wisconsin native, so I'm looking to you folks who are from Wisconsin. If one of these lovely students who are joining us today come to a UW school, what is a must-do Wisconsin thing? Must do.
Cheese curds. Get me some cheese curds.
You
I was
gotta
gonna say
have a
cheese curds
bratwurst.
too. Cheese curds on the regular.
We're clearly about our food.
I would add Kringle to that list too, but I'm in the Kenosha Racine area, so.
Oh, yeah.
I would say visit a Quick Trip. Any Quick Trip, doesn't matter. Be by Kenosha, up by Point, Quick Trip.
They're all over the place.
Good
They're
one.
great. But back to the cheese curds though. Make sure you get them from the cheese factory when they're like still on the shelf, like not refrigeration, no refrigeration. Same day made. Amazing.
Yeah, you should definitely come to a Brewers Cups game in Milwaukee.
I've heard those are kind of intense.
They are, but they're really fun.
Also that, yes.
And all
Anything really in the Milwaukee area, but
all the outdoor recreation too is just awesome. Like think of all the
Yes.
natural spots in Wisconsin that you've been to. It's just an incredibly beautiful state.
that's what I was gonna say. Outdoor exploration, if you like hiking, even if you aren't a big hiker, they have awesome trails. So Wisconsin is beautiful through and through, no matter what UW system school you're at.
I'm going to say if you're driving from the Chicago area up to La Crosse, make a pit stop at the Dells for sure.
But I think that definitely has wrapped up the majority of this. We are so excited that you joined us tonight or today. And definitely reach out to any one of us if you have further questions about our campuses, about the UW system as a whole. We're so excited for you and we're all in this together.
Thank you very much for presenting this opportunity to our Illinois students. And I heard something about the Brewers. I want to remind everyone tonight, Game 2, watch the Brewers tonight. If you're watching this live, be sure to catch the Brewers and root for the Brewers. Thank you all to our participants, and to our participants watching from home. You have no idea how difficult it is for us to present to you without seeing you and getting feedback and interacting with you. So right now, give all of our presenters from the great state of Wisconsin some virtual good vibes. Send them up north or wherever they're at right now. Give them good vibes. Tell them thank you for presenting this opportunity to you. Please stick around for a few moments afterwards. There's a quick 4-question survey we'd like you to complete. Sign up for more sessions at our website, IACAC.org. A recording of this session and all sessions will be available in the near future. Thanks again to all of our participants and our presenters. Have a great day, everybody.